Hey guys, I just wanted to give kind of an update on how I start the game with Hecarim since the Season 5 changes. Started off on purple team, so in this case I'm going to go Gromp, Smite Gromp, then blue buff, then red buff. Hecarim gets taken pretty low by the new jungle now on his first clear, so I generally don't go for a gank after red buff unless I get a really good leash, which, as you'll see in a second, I didn't really get a great leash in this game. I take a lot of damage from Grom because they gave me a couple of auto attacks, but they really didn't do a whole lot of damage to it. But it's very important to use your W right before you smite. That way you get the max healing from the Gromp camp. Because, like I said, you will get taken really low. You'll see when I take the red buff, I get relatively close to dying. So you know, every hit point counts, and you'll see he's pretty susceptible to ganks, like level 2 or 3 ganks from if you're playing against like a Lee Sin or a Shaco or something. So you'll want to be careful of that. But Hecarim is just as good as he's always been, as long as you can get past the barrier of the first clear. You know, you get your blue buff, you get your red buff, you go back, you buy a Trailblazer and a couple of health potions, and then you're good to go. And like I said, because he's pretty susceptible to early ganks, I always check that bush before I start the red buff, and that serves two purposes. One, it allows me to know if I'm, about to get killed. But two, it also helps, wait off the cooldown of smite, because if I can't smite that red buff, I will die. You need that 20% extra health and with your W on to help you actually clear the jungle. So hopefully that gives you a good overview as to how I play Hecarim now, at least for the first couple minutes of the game, and feel free to watch some other videos to get some tips on the rest of the game.